is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going. What is good, YouTube? Quinn Way, high off life right now. And I'm coming to y'all with that Tom Thibodeau going to the Knicks possibility. A guy that has did some questionable things to other people. I'm not one of those people. I have always had respect for Tom Thibodeau. I think he did a great job in Minnesota, whether people agree with it or not. He brought in Butler, helped them get to the playoffs, and they haven't been back or even close to being back. Also helped the Bulls get to the Eastern Conference Finals or close enough. They competed against the Cavaliers, just couldn't be healthy. Derrick Rose got a little beat up as he was young. Jimmy Butler didn't fit as well as we thought he would, and they did not get the job done. But Tom Thibodeau has changed. He has reinvented himself a little bit. The more you get fired, the more you start realizing it could be you. It could be a reason why things ain't going your way. And you have to go back and really change how you feel and change how you do things. And most of the time it's for the better if you do it right. So do he deserve a second chance? Yeah, he got one in Minnesota, and I think that he is a head coach, and I think that he can coach, and I think that his method does work. You can't just let your players run around, do whatever they want to, never hold them accountable, never let them be responsible, never put any structure because you want your guys to go out there and compete, but you want them to do it the right way, and you want to win. That's what it's all about in the NBA. And regardless of how you feel about Tom Thibodeau, he hasn't delivered the title as a head coach, but he has proven that he can help teams improve defensively. He can get guys in line and in order, and he's a guy that demands greatness. And you need coaches that can bring it out of you. You need coaches to get up in you sometimes because you might get comfortable. You might not have the motivation. You might not feel like things going your way, and you just need somebody to wake you up. And Tom Thibodeau is a guy that can do that. Now, do he fit this Knicks team? I don't really know about that because a lot of young players don't like Tom Thibodeau, and this team has a lot of young players that either hasn't developed, hasn't improved enough, haven't even really did anything in the league, and a lot of them are busts. So this is a setup to fail, in my personal opinion, with Tom Thibodeau, just because if you go here and they never improve, you get the slap in the face. If you go in here and they never make it to the playoffs, they're gonna say you're not a good coach. They're gonna put the blame on you. And if you go here and they have some type of success, but you never get over the hump, they're gonna say you're not good enough to win with it in the NBA. So I don't really see any situation where Tom Thibodeau wins in this case because I don't see this team becoming a championship team. I don't see a potential superstar on this roster currently, and in this current draft that's coming up, the 2020 draft. Those guys are still 2 to 3 years away from even becoming stars, possibly two. And a coach get fired within 2 to 3 years, and some even get fired after the first year. And if Tom Thibodeau method doesn't work, if Tom Thibodeau ideas doesn't cross over, he's going to be a guy that's going to take the blame like he's been doing, and they're going to try to get rid of him first and keep the players and the ownership there. And even though they do have new ownership and new GM, I still got to see it to believe it. And to me, this is a situation where the odds are stacked against Tom Thibodeau. And I've been trying to tell people this. If you really don't love what you do, it's hard to do it. It's hard to continue to be motivated. It's hard to continue to grind because you're really not interested. You really don't have love for it. And you really can lose that care because your heart ain't in it. Tom Thibodeau, he loves to coach. He loves to motivate. He loves to inspire. He loves to go out there and try to win. But like I said, he just haven't been able to do it as a head coach. And I really don't see it happening with the Knicks because they just been a dysfunction for the last 30 years, basically, almost. So that's how bad the Knicks been. And I don't think Tom Thibodeau is going to come in here and fix that right away. And I don't think he's going to fix that in general because it's not just him that's the problem. It's the players, it's the organization, and it's how they're ran. And that's out of his control. He's just going to get put into the fire. And if he doesn't deliver, they're going to say it's his fault. And he's going to be the first one to go. So Should he take it? I say no. If they offer him the job and if they offer him long term security, then maybe you take it just because you can see it out. But even teams don't even let you do that. But I feel like he should try to hold out a little bit and try to find a better job that's for him. I always been told you gotta do what's best for you, and just taking the first job that's available or the first person that's interested, that don't mean that's the best job for you, and that doesn't mean that that's the one you should take. We even seen other guys take this Knicks job and they didn't even make it 2 years. So what difference would Tom Thibodeau make with this young group? I can see if they had a franchise guy and it was one piece away. This team is pieces away from being even a playoff team in the Eastern Conference. And I keep telling people the bottom of the East is getting more competitive because the young teams are starting to get a lot more talent and they're already a step ahead of the Knicks, who have, like I said, multiple more pieces to go to get to even that level. So they're going to need somebody that's going to be stern. They're going to need somebody that can push them. They're going to need somebody that's going to force them. And you look at them like, that's Tom Thibodeau. But when I look at it from his perspective, I don't see why I won't go to the Knicks. That's all I'm saying. If I wanted to be Tom Thibodeau, if I was in his shoes, I'm picking the best option available. And if this is the best option available, I do not want this job because the Knicks have been terrible and they have a short leash for coach. You have to do what's best for you. You got to do what's in your best interest. And just taking a job just because it's available, just taking a job because that's just what they offering you. I'm not doing it if I was him. But I do feel like, to be honest, that Tom Thibodeau will get another chance. I do feel like Tom Thibodeau will be a head coach again in the NBA. I do think he is a suitable, decent coach, and I do think that he can help some teams get to another level depending on the organization and what they're willing to do to be great. And the Knicks haven't done any of that over the last 30 years, in my personal opinion. Even trading for Carmelo, they feel like that was most people felt like that was a bad trade, and they should have kept and signed him in the free agency instead of trading all their pieces away. So even though they did get their superstar, they ended up not having enough and never even made it to the Eastern Conference Finals with that Melo team and his teams when he was there. So if I had to be honest, stay away. Tom Thibodeau, don't take it. The Knicks fans, they probably don't want him anyway because they don't look at Tom Thibodeau as a winner. They don't look at Tom Thibodeau as the answer, and that's the way I look at it too. And if that's how I feel, that's how Tom Thibodeau should feel because this is not the best job you should take. This is a job that a lot of people should stay as far away as they can from taking because the Knicks have been that bad with their ownership and with their player personnel, and they haven't been really good decision makers even in the 80s to me. So that's how bad the Knicks have been. So honestly and truthfully, Tom Thibodeau, hold out, be a little bit more patient, wait and see if something else more interesting comes about. And like I said, if this is the best job you should get, this is a job that really don't benefit you and really don't give you anything besides if you just want to coach just because you love it. And if you love it and you feel like this is a challenge and you feel like you really want to take that challenge and you really feel like you can make a difference and you can be the hero like he kind of did in Minnesota. But even like then, he got them to the playoffs. They got put out very quickly, and he was the first person to go outside of Jimmy. So that's the same thing I can see happening with the Knicks. And there ain't no point in taking a job just to get fired within 2 years and get all of the blame and all of the doubt that people feel like you're not a great coach. You can't get over the hump. You're not a championship caliber coach. Why make that all come back? Why make that all happen again when all you had to do is wait for a better opportunity to come? And to me, that's what Tom Thibodeau should do. And I think that's his best interest. And honestly and truthfully, move forward without this position. But if he do take it, I think that that's something that he wants to take a gamble on and take the risk. And sometimes you don't know until you try. Even though I really think this is a bad idea for him, this is his decision. This is his choice. This is the choice he got to make for himself and his family. And if this is what he wants to do, who am I to tell him not to do it? Just caution at your own risk. I wouldn't take it. But if he decides to, that's his opinion, that's his choice, that's his decision, and We gotta live with that decision, see what happens. Other than that, I make videos almost every single day. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com, link in the description, comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com, link in the description, comment section below. Like on Facebook, like the video if you liked already. Thanks for the love and support. If you haven't, like and share. Also, check out my Spreadshirt, like I said in the beginning of the video. Not only that, I do sell merchandise on my Facebook page, so check that out too, and I can get it mailed out to you. You can change the color of the shirt, change the color of the logo, and I can get it shipped out to you. Other than that, I made breakdowns of players. I made breakdowns of rookies. I made breakdowns of legends. I also do discussions just like this. Also, I made trade deadline, free agency, summer league, and also playoff predictions, which we might be having coming up. And if you love basketball, you can't get enough of it. You need that daily fix. This is the channel for you, as I do make videos, and I try to every single day. So if you love the game of basketball, you can't live without it. This is the channel for you. Other than that, Quinn Wade, Basketball Analysis, I'm gone. And let me know what you guys think about the Knicks job. Let me know what you think about Tom Thibodeau taking it. Do you want him? Do you think he's not going to get it done? Do you think he's not going to last? Do you think he's stupid for making a decision to come into New York when we've done seen so many people be failures, especially as a coach? Or do you think that, hey, let's try and let's find out? Whatever you feel, let me know in the comment section below. Other than that, I'm gone.